Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here to join me for a demonstration of the accelerated release technique. I've just come off of my Google Hangout show. A little bit of technical difficulty, so it wasn't just, but hey, I'm still coming down from having just done that show with my guest Marcella Thiemann. We talked about scientific hand analysis, so that was pretty cool. Who have I got here? Hey, Roxana. Really nice to have you here. I'm waiting for a volunteer who wants to participate as my volunteer for my demo. Roxana, you're the first one here. If you'd like to do it, I had offered Marcella the opportunity to be my volunteer, but we've been having technical difficulties. We've had a little bit of trouble, so I'm not sure if she's going to make it. Oh, would you be willing? All right. Okay, so if she doesn't make it in a couple of minutes, then okay, that's fantastic. Let me at least describe what's going on for anyone who's actually watching the show. We're just gonna give it a second. Roxana, you're gonna just wait a minute, and I will tell you exactly what to do. Right now, you're gonna sit tight and let me explain what's going to be happening. So for everybody who's never seen an ART demonstration before, thanks Roxana, I know, no problem, awesome. If you've never seen an ART demo before, then let me explain what it is. ART, the accelerated release technique, it's subconscious work. So what I do is it goes with the underlying premise that any problem you have in your life, whether it's a physical problem, so maybe that's a food intolerance or an environmental issue or a chronic pain or something like that, or a mental thing, so it could be anxiety, fears, phobias, it could be emotional, just sadness or anger or a block, some sort of, like, let's say you're a professional and you need to make some calls, and you got your list, you got the phone, but you just find yourself not making those calls. Well, there's some sort of a block in there too. So anytime you come across a problem that you look at and say, I wish that were different, you can take it as a sign that your subconscious is trying to talk to you. That that issue is like the flashing light on your answering machine. All it's doing is trying to let you know that there's a message. There's something going on underneath, and your subconscious is just trying to let you know that there's something that needs addressing. And what I do is I help people get underneath there, find out what the message is, and then you know what happens when you listen to your messages? The flashing light stops. So the problem gets to go away. So we've got Roxana, who's offered to be a volunteer for me today, so I thank you once again. So what we're going to do is a demonstration of how the modality works. Now, if somebody were coming to me for a session, like a proper session, then what I would do is they would come in with their problem, yeah, I know, it is pretty awesome. They come in with their problem, and we'd basically ask the subconscious, okay, what's going on? What's underneath this? What's causing that problem? But that can be really convoluted. That can have a lot of twists and turns. There can be so many multiple issues, and plus, this is a live demonstration. I don't want Roxana or anybody else having to share their issues with me on live TV, as it were. So what we do instead is I flip that thing on its head. So I connect and I ask the subconscious to give me one thing, the one single most important event, so something that took place in your life that your subconscious has been hanging on to and stewing over and been trying to get your attention to resolve, but you haven't been able to understand or see that the light was flashing. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to find one event and release and resolve that. And it can be really, really powerful, because it's the thing your subconscious has been saying is the most important. So chances are it's been causing some big issue in your life, and we just don't know what it is. We haven't figured it out yet. So Roxana, what I'm going to need from you is some intermittent feedback. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect in with your subconscious, and the way I do that is using a pendulum. Um, and we're gonna. It usually takes me a little while to narrow it down, because we have an ego who wants to protect us. And sometimes it says, you know what, the reason you haven't dealt with that is because I didn't think it was safe, or it was just a little too uncomfortable to talk about. So it was keeping all this drama around it. So it clouds things. So that's a big reason why people don't deal with their stuff. That it takes a little while to get there, but when we get there, I'm going to totally need your feedback to let me know when we've hit on something, if I'm on the right track, if you feel something, or if I tell you something, well, that doesn't really resonate. Well, there's usually a reason that it doesn't resonate, and it means there's something else I have to clear. So we're going to work together, and we're going to get there, and it's going to be really cool and enlightening. So the first question I have to ask is, do I have permission can I connect with Roxanne? Sorry, Roxana. And my pendulum's going, yes, I can see your energy out there. It knows where you are. The next question, more importantly, is, do I have permission to access all aspects of your energy? And that's including unconscious and conscious, physical and spiritual, as well as your timeline. And that is a no right now, but that's okay, because I think I know I have your verbal permission, but I need subconscious permission. And so your subconscious, well, normally, and the reason this is a no, is we don't just randomly let people into our energy. We protect ourselves. So I'd asked for all levels of your energy to let me in. So it basically filtered through, and see, now we've got a yes. But the initial was like, okay, I'll let you in. Then it goes down and down and down, and all levels of energy said, yeah, all right. This is a good thing. We're going to get some good work done. So now I'm in at every place that I need to be in order to get to that life event. So I do have that permission, which is fantastic. Now the next thing I need to do is find out if your ego is going to let us get to this most important pressing life event. So that's what we want to do. So I'm going to ask first, is it 100% safe for us to do that? That's not a great yes. A yes is a straight front to back. This is doing a little bit of an oval, so there's something in there. Let me just ask the rest of the questions and I'll find out what's going on here. Well, let me ask, is that an intention? Oh, it's an intention. I want to any intentions that are keeping your ego out of balance with respect to this. First, is there any drama? There's some drama. We demand that drama be released. Is there any more drama there? Nope. Then we're now going to ask that all of those intentions keeping your ego out of balance be released in love and light, because you're choosing to detach from them. Okay, so they've all been released. So now I'm going to ask, is it 100% safe for us to address this event? And yes, it is. Is it 100% for your greatest good for us to do so? This feels like there's something there. Is this another intention? No. There's something else here. Is it a lesson to anchor? A core belief to release? A feeling to resolve? An obstacle, a challenge, an influence. Okay, it's an influence. An outside influence? It's an outside influence. Is there any drama around it? I demand that drama be released. Any more drama? Nope. Is the outside influence still there? Nope. Sometimes there's just drama, and drama, like I said, are uncomfortable details. So we just have to tell the ego, you know what, it's okay. We can let this discomfort go away so we can get in. And that's all we had to do here. So now, is it 100% for your greatest good? That's a cleaner yes. So we said 100% safe. We said 100% for your greatest good. Do you give yourself permission at 100% for us to deal with this? Oh, no. No, there's something you're like, there's a part of you that doesn't really want to deal with this particular event. So you don't give yourself permission. Do you not deny yourself at 0%? Okay. Okay, so do you give yourself permission? No. So let's find out why you're not giving yourself permission. There's a lesson that needs to be anchored. A core belief. There's a core belief. Any drama around this core belief? Nope. Is it one core belief? It is. Again, is there some drama here? Okay, I demand that drama be released. Any more? Oh, no, there's something else keeping me from getting at it. Yes, is that a lesson? A core belief. Any drama around that lesson? No. Is that one lesson? Yes. Oh, again. Oh, is there another intention here now? Sometimes there's so much clouding energy. We just gotta, we'll work it through. This takes me a few moments to get to really get into the event, but I promise you we'll get there. There's another intention. Is there drama around the intention? Demand that drama be released, and then we release these intentions in love and light. Are the intentions still there? Nope. Is the drama still there? No, it's not. Now, do you have to identify that lesson? No. Now, can we access that core belief? Yes, we can. That core belief, is it one core belief? Yes, it is in 1 through 20. 1 through 10. 11 through 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19. Okay, so dealing with your husband's brain injury. Sorry, let's read this for everybody because these comments aren't going to stay there when I replay this later. I'm dealing with my husband's brain injury from an accident a year ago. Dealing with it on my own. I don't know if that's what's going to pop up. It's possible that something that if that is the biggest issue, that there might be a link between that and something we find. I have no idea what to expect. But what I did find just now is that I said we couldn't get into the life event because there was a reason. You weren't giving yourself permission, and that reason, negativity from both of our family's side. What was I saying? Is the reason you weren't giving yourself permission is there's a belief you're holding on to, and that belief is stopping us from getting in deep. So the belief is number 19, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this belief. And this is a belief you picked up, I don't know where. Usually it's a survival instinct, something that happened somewhere. I think we had another viewer come in. I'm just in the middle of a demonstration of the accelerated release technique healing modality. So thank you for joining us. Right now, we're trying to get at an event that's happened in Roxana's life, but we're having a little trouble getting there because there's a belief that's stopping us. Her ego has said, no, I don't want to talk about it because of this belief. And I said it's number 19. So what we're going to do is we're going to release this belief first, and that's going to let us get in deeper. And the belief you're holding on to is, I will never be perfect. So my guess is there's something in this life event where you made a mistake. I don't know, but there's this surrounding belief that says, I will never be perfect, so I don't want to talk about that. So let's read. I'm going to read the opposite. I'm going to read what we want your subconscious to believe instead. And initially, the pendulum's going to say, no. Well, maybe. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like that new belief. And it's going to change from believing I will never be perfect to believing the opposite. So the opposite says, being perfect is an unattainable myth based in judgment. I only have to be good enough for me. And that's still swinging a really hard no, so I might have to read this a couple more times before your subconscious actually takes it in and believes it. Being perfect is an unattainable myth based in judgment. I only have to be good enough for me. It's getting a little better. Being perfect is an unattainable myth based in judgment. I only have to be good enough for me. Not there yet. Actually, you know what's going on? Now it's doing. It's a close but not quite. It means there's something else that's keeping you from taking on this new, better belief. And I'm going to ask what it is. Is it a lesson that needs to be anchored? No. Core belief? An emotion? I'm going to ask if it's an influence. Yeah. Is it a part? Yes. And engaged part? No. A disengaged part? Yes. Okay, so what I'm getting, so a disengaged part, or a part, that's in my lingo. You might know it as something like an inner child. So you've got an inner child that's holding on to this belief that I will never be perfect. And I need to essentially heal the inner child so it can allow the rest of you to let go of this belief. So this is disengaged. So in order for this part to embrace wholeness, can we do this all at one time? Yes, we can. So there are feelings that need to be released. Yes, there are. So there's some drama around them. Nope. Then we just ask to release all these feelings on behalf of these parts. Would that have these parts now embraced wholeness and reintegrated? Yes, they have. So now if I ask again, I'm going to ask, being perfect is an unattainable myth based in judgment. I only have to be good enough for me. Still working on shifting. Being perfect is an unattainable myth based in judgment. I only have to be good enough for me. There we go. That's finally shifted. All right. So having shifted that, now is it 100%? Do you give yourself permission 100% for us to get to this life event? Now you do. Do you deny yourself at 0%? Oh, now you're denying yourself permission. Oh, hang on. I feel it shifting. Feel it shifting. I think there's still an intention here. Not an intention. There's still something else here. There's a lesson to anchor, core belief to release, some feelings to resolve, an obstacle, challenge. Is it another influence? It's another influence. Is it another part? Okay, engaged? No, another disengaged part. Can we address this part all at one time? Yes, so it's got some feelings to resolve. Yes. Any drama there? Yes, we demand that drama be released. Any more drama there? Nope. So release these feelings on behalf of these parts. Okay, that's done. Now, with that having been done, do you deny yourself at 0%? All right. So you deny yourself at 0. You give yourself permission at 100. It's 100% safe, 100% for your greatest good. That's awesome. Now, is your ego in balance? Yes, it is. Is your ego creating any drama for us? No, it's not. And now, is your ego going to give us permission to work on this event? So the ego is now processing all this new information, and it's thinking about it, and it's shifting. It's saying, yeah, okay, I've been holding on to this event for a long time, but yeah, I suppose it's time to get over it. And there we go. So now we've got permission to get in. So now that we can get in, now we should get some good stuff. We got to find an event. So I'm going to find some clues. We're gonna. It's like we are describing a scene in a movie. We're going to identify who's involved, what they were feeling, all that kind of stuff, and that's going to make it easier for you to figure out what's going on. So, so how many clues are going to help us figure this out? Is it 1 clue? Nope. 2 clues? Nope. 3 clues are a yes. Okay, any drama around any of these 3 clues? Okay, the first clue, is it in column A? No, column B. Got a column B. 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, there's some drama around this clue, isn't there? Demand that drama be released. Is there any more drama around the clue? No. Again, is it in column A, column B? Yes, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay, B4. So our first of 3 clues is, let's find it. Disgusted. So our first clue is disgusted. Is that correct? First clue? Yep. So disgusted is the first. We got 2 more clues. Second clue, is it in column B? Column C? Column D? I'm going to column D here. 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 33. Okay. D33 is the second clue. D33 says self-focused. So self-focused, which means there's some drama around this clue, isn't there? There's some drama. So we're going to scrap self-focused, because when there's drama, I get sent on a wild goose chase. So sometimes I get the drama before I look for the clue, and sometimes I get a clue which makes no sense, and then it says, well, yeah, I really didn't want to give you the clue, so that's when I find the drama, when it doesn't make any sense. So I demand this drama be released. Is there any more drama? Okay, so what's that second clue? Is it in column B? Column C? Column D? Still got a column D, 1 through 10. Yeah, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. D8. What do we got for D8? It is mistrust. So we've got disgusted and we've got mistrust. Those are our 2 out of the 3 clues. It is mistrust. Yeah, I'm getting a yes on that. The third clue, any drama around it? Well, we'll see, because once I find it, I might still get find drama. Is it in column A, column B, column C, column D, column E? We are in E, in 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, yes, 21 through 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 28. Okay, we are in E28 is our third clue. E28 and unsafe. Let's make sure that that is indeed the clue. Unsafe. Nope, it's not. Is there some drama here? Yep. I demand that drama be released. Any more drama here? Nope. Last clue. Is it still in column E at least? Yeah. There's something else keeping me from getting to this one. Okay, it's not drama, but it's something else. Is it a lesson that needs to be anchored? Nope. Core belief to release? Nope. A feeling to resolve? No. An obstacle, challenge, influence. Influence. Outside influence. Inside part. It's a part. Engaged part. Disengaged. Engaged part. For this part to embrace wholeness. Well, is it safe for this part to embrace wholeness? Okay. For it to do so, is there a lesson to anchor? Core belief to release? Feeling to resolve? Obstacle, challenge. Okay, this time, okay, well, is there drama around the challenge? All right, I demand that drama be released. Any more drama around the challenge? No. Is there still a challenge? Yes. Is it one challenge? Yes. Is it 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 16, 17, 16. So this time, because we're trying to narrow it down into that third clue, there's a part, again, an inner child that doesn't want us to talk about that third clue. And that part, in order for that part to heal, it's got its own belief that needs to be addressed, and it is challenge 16. And in this case, it's not a negative belief; it's a positive one. It's something that it wants, but something that's blocking it. And in this case, number 16 is to develop self-esteem. So this part is challenged to develop self-esteem. So why is there a challenge there? We're going to find out. Is it because there's a less anchor? Nope. A core belief that needs to be released? Yes. Other emotions? No. Any drama around the core belief? No. Is it one core belief? Yes, that was a little slow, so I'm going to ask again if there's some drama there. Demand that drama be released. Any more drama there? Nope. Is there still a core belief? Yeah. Is it one core belief? Is it 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 11, 12, 11. Okay, so this inner child has its own belief that's keeping it from developing self-esteem. So this is all making some sense there. And once we get that, we can get to the third clue, which lets us get to the event. All these layers, it's fun, but we get there eventually. I said belief number 11. Belief number 11 is over here. Okay. So this child is believing. Number 11 says, I am afraid to fail and afraid to succeed, so I won't even try. And the opposite of that says, simply making the effort to get started will give me courage to do more. The result is not the issue. The commitment to myself to make the attempt gives me strength and satisfaction. Almost there, not yet. There we go. I only had to read it once. It's making sense to you? Awesome. All right, so that is now released. So is this challenge still present? No. So now can we access that third clue? Yes. Is it in column A? It is in E is in 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18. All right, I think we finally nailed it, whatever that is. E18. Clue E. Tearful. So tearful. Yes. All right, so we found our 3 clues. Now, if I can remember what they were, we had B. Okay, we had disgusted. That was one of them. Mistrust and tearful. Disgusted, mistrust, and tearful. So those are our clues. Now we're going to find out when this took place. So was this during adulthood? No. Was it before the age of 15? No. So age 15? No. 16? No. 17? I'm getting a yes to 17. 18? No. 17. All right, so what I'm getting right now, and this is now we're going to work together. So now I'm getting that something happened when you were 17. The clues are disgusted, mistrust, and tearful. Now, if anything springs to mind right away, then yay, I think that means we'll have nailed it. If it doesn't spring to mind, it means there's some drama or the ego doesn't want us to get in or something like that, and then I need to keep working at it to let it go. So off the bat with those clues, does anything spring to mind? And I might just have to find people involved. In fact, I can start doing that while you're thinking about it. Beyond you, were any other people involved? Yes. Oh, hang on. No, but I'm on the right track. So were other people directly involved? Directly involved is a no. So were all of these emotions yours? No, but I'm on the right track. Okay, let's know. Were you the one who was disgusted? You were not disgusted. Were you the one who had a sense of mistrust? Yes. And you were the one who was tearful? Yes. You still with me? I see I still have a viewer. Roxana, you still there? Or am I, is it choppy or something? Are you hearing me okay? Oh, there we go. Just turned to a mom? That age is a blur to me, had just turned... Oh, you just became a mom that year. Okay. All right. Well, does it have something to do with that? It does have something to do with that. Sorry. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Something made some sense? I've already forgotten I questioned you. Okay, so does Roxana know what the event is? Okay, I'm getting that you still don't know what it is. Oh, you are here. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I'm guessing there's probably a little bit of a time delay. That's what's going on. So, all right. So what I got is, like I said, I've got age 17. I've got, so you just became a mom then. So does it have something to do with just becoming a mom? Yes, it does, but you still don't know what it is. So is there some drama? There's some drama. I demand that drama be released. Is there any more drama? No more drama. Is it still the age of 17? Are my other pieces of information the same? Sorry, kid. Later. My son just walked in. School's over. So I'm still getting age 17. I'm getting those are the clues. It did have something to do with you just becoming a mom. Disgust. Does this have something to do with I guess being a mom? Okay. But were you the one who was disgusted? No. Was someone else disgusted? No. This is curious. I don't know where the disgust is. It wasn't you, it wasn't somebody else. But like I said, you were mistrust and tearful. Any of this resonate? Any of this make any sense at all? Because I'm getting an oddball answer, so I don't know where to go with it without a little bit of feedback. All right, well, while I wait for you to give me some feedback, because again, I know it's the time delay thing going on here. Yeah, let's. Oh, it does make sense to you. Okay, awesome. Okay, so do you have figured it out? Yeah. Okay, so it makes sense to you. That's all that matters. So now we're gonna find out. This is where the fun part gets in. So now I'm going to ask, when you think about that event, is there some emotional response or reaction? Okay. Gotcha. So she says, I didn't have anyone's support, but my mom was always there to criticize. So was my sister. Okay, so not, so it wasn't their direct, it was sort of so that was the disgust. It was their disgust, or was it their disgust? It was their disgust, but they weren't, were they involved? All right, so it wasn't that they were involved per se, but the disgust came from them. That's why it makes sense. I gotcha. Okay, so now, when you think of the event, I'm sure it's what I'm finding is it's the most, like your subconscious said, that's the one it really wants to see resolved. So when you think about it, I'm willing to bet there's some emotional response. Like when you think about it, it could make you feel, just bad about yourself, or even angry, or regretful, or like, I wasn't there, so I don't know what emotions that you're experiencing when you think about it. But I'll guarantee you there's something, right? There's nothing positive about it. There's a bunch of negative things coming out of there. Now, what I want to do is neutralize them. I want it so that sad and alone. Okay. So that's what you feel. When you think about that, you feel this sadness and you feel this loneliness. So what I want to do right now is neutralize those emotions so that when you think about that time in your life, that those emotions won't be there. Because there is a reason that event is stuck. That sadness and loneliness are stuck. So we're gonna neutralize it right now. So first I'm gonna find out, is there a contract associated with this event? Yes, there is. So in order to release and resolve this event, are there lessons that need to be anchored? Yes. Any core beliefs to release? Yes. Any other emotions to resolve? No. Okay. Any drama around the lesson? No. Is it one lesson? Yes. Is the lesson 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 16, 17, 16. Okay, so the third lesson for you, and so this is a life lesson, this is something that you're meant to get out of that event, is number 16. Let me just ask, do I have to read the whole thing? No. We can anchor it without me reading the whole paragraph, but I will actually, I'll at least tell you what it is. Number 16 is, has it been released? Anchored. Abundance is a state of mind. So, so what this particular event did for you, well, it was like the first in probably a series of things in your life. You're meant to have a takeaway lesson. Like for abundance, it really, you go through hardship, but you come out of it saying, you know what, I need to change my mindset. So it's you've had a number of things in your life that have sort of beaten you down, and these are the challenges we go through in order to learn these lessons. So the lesson for you is that abundance truly is a state of mind. Oh, hi, Pamela. It's nice to see you here. Thanks for joining. So abundance is a state of mind, and we're just anchoring that lesson in, because that one, I have a feeling that one goes pretty deep. That life event really affected you, so it's been hard for you to embrace that idea and that concept. So it's still shifting. You can still kind of see my pendulum doing its thing. And okay, there we go. So that's been anchored. Are there any other lessons that need to be anchored from that event? No. Are there core beliefs still that need to be released? Yes. Any drama around them? No. Is it one core belief? No. Is it two core beliefs? Yes. Okay, so this event also, you took on a couple of beliefs as a result of them. So when we go through hardships, it's hard for us to understand why these things are happening. So when it makes no sense, we make up reasons for what happened. And you took on two reasons, two beliefs to explain away the hardship, and you're still holding on to them. So your life is filtered through those old beliefs. So we're going to release those beliefs. The first one is 1 through 20. And what's going on? Is there drama around it? There's drama. I demand that drama be released. Any more drama around it? No. Okay, the first one is in 1 through 20, 21 through 40, 21 through 30, 31 through 35, 36, 37, 36. Okay, so it's core belief number 36. That's the first of the two. And we're going to let this one go. All right, so this belief is, if I jump in first and control everything, then I know it will be done right. And the opposite of that is, there is more than one right path to achieve a goal. By stepping back and observing how others do things, I am open to different perspectives, ideas, and opportunities. I will also inspire others to share, learn, and change. Now it's taking a little while to shift, so I'm going to have to read it again for you. There is more than one right path to achieve a goal. By stepping back and observing how others do things, I am open to different perspectives, ideas, and opportunities. I will also inspire others to share, learn, and change. Okay, so now that one's shifted. Is there still that second core belief? Yes, there is. Is there any drama around it? No, there isn't. Is it in 1 through 20? 21 through 40, 21 through 30, 21 through 25, 26, 27, 28, 27. Okay, core belief 27. So that's the second one. Just shift the page. Okay, this is an interesting one. I'm gonna tell you what it is before I shift, and I'm going to explain it, because a lot of these beliefs can be read in multiple ways, and this is one of the more interesting ones. Anything less than aggression shows weakness, and people usually look at that in one of two ways. It either says, if I'm not aggressive, I look weak, or I'm not aggressive, I must be weak. So I don't know which of those two is the one that you've taken on, but those are the two readings of the exact same sentence, but it can be taken in multiple ways. So the opposite says, I realize that aggression creates power struggles and control issues. When I am assertive, I speak with strength, confidence, and power from my soul. And Roxana says, I had to be aggressive. Yeah, I can understand that in that circumstance. You were alone, you were doing things all by yourself. Come off to many is amazing. Well, yeah, you had to fight. You absolutely had to fight in order to be heard, in order to be respected or anything. I totally get it. I'm going to have to read this again. I realize aggression creates power struggles and control issues. When I am assertive, I speak with strength, confidence, and power from my soul. Okay, so there we go. That's shifted. The core beliefs release, lessons, feelings. Has the contract been resolved? Yes, at his, we release the contract in love and light, filling the void as per the intention. Now, is there anything left associated with this life event? Okay, I'm getting that it's clear. So now, Roxanne, if you can please think about that event and tell me if you still evoke that sad, lonely feeling, if it's the same, if it's better, if maybe something else has replaced it, because I want it totally neutralized. So if you're still feeling something, it means there's still a little, like a tendril of something that needs to be addressed and released. So yeah, just take a second and think about what's going on in there. And I'll use the time while you're processing to let everybody know that what you're seeing is a demonstration of the accelerated release technique. This is something I do for my clients. I have moved away from all my family. That's what you say. But the question is how, when you think about that event, I mean, I can understand you distancing yourself from them, absolutely. If they didn't accept you at that time, all they did was make you feel bad about yourself, that's what you needed to do. But right now I'm working on that event, which, that being there, those feelings would forever keep that distance between you and your family. So maybe part of that, maybe what this is all about, I don't know, is about you being able to heal that relationship. Or maybe you don't have to necessarily become lots of anger, always thinking of that event. Okay, so now there's anger. So now anger has popped up. It's no longer that feeling of being alone and sad. Okay. All right, so now we've got some anger here. Do we have to identify any other emotions with it? No, but we need to resolve the anger. Yes. So to release that, let me just ask if it's safe, if your ego wants us to do this. Is it 100% safe to do so? Yes. Is it 100% for your greatest good? Yes. Do you give yourself permission 100%? Yes. Not at 0. Yes. Is the ego in balance? Yes. Is the ego creating drama? No. And is the ego going to give us permission to now release this anger? See, it's been holding on to anger for a while. So again, we have to ask permission to make sure that it's okay with moving on and moving forward, because consciously that's what you want. You don't want to hang on to this anger. So we've got the ego. All right, you know what? The rest of you is in charge. The ego needs to get on board. And yep, it's on board. So now release this anger. Are there lessons to anger? Yes. Core beliefs that need to be released? Nope. Other emotions? Nope. Drama around the lesson? Nope. Is it one lesson? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Release anchor these 6. Is there a lesson to anchor? Yes. Core belief to release? No. Drama around that lesson? No. Is that one lesson? Yes. Is it a 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 1 through 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. And do I read the whole lesson to you? I've got to read the whole lesson for you. All right, lesson 3. I'm going to ask if you can anchor it in. States. Oh, this big one. Forgive others. To forgive does not mean to forget. Oops, I went to the wrong page. It is simply empowering to do so and will free you to create a happier and happier life. Whether or not a person is willing to say they are sorry to you, find it in your heart to forgive them. When you do not, you allow them to continue to have power or control over your thoughts, actions, and responses to life. In healing, it is important to be clear with your own energy, integrity, and intentions. It is neither healthy nor practical to interfere or hold on to anyone else's energy while waiting for restitution. In any circumstance, no matter how accidental, vile, or intended toward you it may have been, there is always something to be gained or learned. Sometimes the slights or hurts may feel impossible to reconcile. By taking back your power through forgiveness and being the one to let go, you will become stronger and more confident, and your healing will be more complete. Waiting for some form of acknowledgement, apology, or recognition of the devastation you went through constrains your life force energy. This puts your own life on hold. Understand that if someone hurt, abused, or undermined you in any way, it is more about their own insecurities, need to control, or inability to love then you're right to be loved. Be clear with your own value. Don't let someone else. Now, it's not shifting. Remember, like last time, there's something keeping it. I'm going to guess it's a part. Yes. Is it an engaged part? Yes. Is it safe for this part to embrace wholeness? For it to do that, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? Yes. Or belief to release? No. Other emotions? No. Drama around that lesson? No. Is it one lesson? Yes. Is it in 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do I have to read this lesson aloud for you? No. Has this one been anchored in? No. So there's an inner child that's hanging on anger because it's got to learn. 10, which says, trust your inner wisdom. You will never let yourself down. And while we wait for that to anchor, okay, that's been anchored. Now lesson 3, or actually has that part reintegrated? It has. Has lesson 3 now been anchored? So is there anything left that needs to be done to resolve this anger? Okay, so now when you think about it, please tell me if that anger is still popping up. And if something else is now come to its place, because I want to make sure it's totally neutral. What I was going to say when the answer came in last time is that I do, if anybody's interested in having a demonstration done or you understand what I do and you want to go for a real full-out session, go to healfromyourpast.com and connect with me, and I would be more than happy to share with you what I do. Okay, Roxana, how's that anger doing? I'm getting afraid of my battery dying. It's getting a little low here, so I hope we get to the bottom. Okay, still waiting. Okay, well, Roxana thinks about it and she processes it. Oh, did she disappear on me? Oh, Roxana, I hope you come back. I think just... Well, we'll have to see. I might have to get in touch with her separately and figure out what's going on. We're just going to give her a moment. Oh, okay. I see some likes there. Oh, you're back. I think you're back. Is it Roxana, you're back? Tried to mend fences. Oh. Tried to mend fences only to have my own mother still referring to me in derogatory manners. I understand. Yeah, and that's the whole point. It's her issue, not yours. It's not, yeah, and I know I have to let go. Yeah. Hopefully, and like I said, there was that inner child that really was into it. But tell me now, I know it's hard. Tell me now how, when you think about that event, what comes up? Is it still anger? Is there still anger underneath there, or is it now a different emotion that's come into its place? Because it comes in layers, and like I said, there's a whole lot of pieces that are all intermingled. And so what I'm working really hard to do is try to get all the pieces, all the issues, get that totally clear from energy so you can move forward. And if my battery dies, which is getting really close to, then I will connect with you so that we can, like, I'll go to my we'll go on Facebook and I'll plug this in and I'll connect with you again. Now you feel hurt. Okay, so that's the emotion. Okay, so now the emotion is hurt. So we've switched from anger to hurt. So we want to resolve the hurt. We'll ask the ego again, is it 100% safe to release that? 100% for your greatest good. Do you give yourself permission 100%? Do you deny it at 0%? Awesome. Is the ego in balance? Is the ego creating any drama? And now is the ego giving us permission to release the hurt? And it's thinking about it. Okay, now we can release the hurt. So what's going to hurt? Is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? Yes. A core belief to release. Other emotions? Nope. Drama around that lesson? No. Is that one lesson? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In order to anchor these 6, is there a lesson to anchor? Yes. Core belief? No. Any drama around that lesson? No. Is that one lesson? That is one lesson. Is it in 1 through 20? Nope. 21 through 40? Nope. 41 through 50? Nope. 51? No. 52? 52, do we have to read the whole lesson for you? No. 52 says, share in and allow for the happiness successes of others. So what this is, it's really a question of there's a whole lot of stuff in this lesson. It has to do with competition, or feeling that if somebody's doing well, it means you're therefore less than. So there's that feeling in there. Or if somebody can't be happy for you, it's their problem. It's not yours. And that's actually what I think is what's going on, because you had this wonderful time in your life. They could share in your happiness. And this is about recognizing it's not about you. It's about them. There are people in your life who are there to celebrate in your happiness. And when they're ready, they will do it too. And maybe they won't be ready, but that's not, it's, again, it goes back to it's their issue. They don't know how. It's their competitive nature. It's their need to compare. It's not about you being less than or unworthy. Okay, and it won't, again, I believe we've got another part that needs to be healed. Is it engaged? For this part to allow that hurt to go away. Is it safe? Is there a lesson for this part to anchor? Corporally to release. Just a feeling to resolve. Yes, is there drama around the feelings? Demand that drama be released. Any more drama? Then ask these parts to release these feelings. Okay, if these parts now reintegrated? Yes. Has that lesson now fully been anchored in? Yes. Is the hurt still remaining? Okay, so now please think about, again, go back in and see how you feel about that hurt. And tell me if that's eased up a little bit now. Then I'll give you, again, time delay. I'll give you a couple of seconds to be able to do that and back to me. Okay, and well, I know we're reaching the end of this, so anybody who's stuck around to the end, thank you so much. It's actually funny. I'm finding these demo sessions taking almost as much as a real session, because when we decide to get to that one key event, it's sometimes they're really big, and they really shape us in ways we don't expect. I don't always, and a session doesn't actually go in this manner. It's eased up. Fantastic. That's awesome. If there's anything else in there, like I said, my battery's dying, so if there's anything else in there, I don't want to leave you with residual stuff that's going to like pour out later. I am going to let you know that some of these, like we're clearing out stuff. A bunch of stuff has come up. You might find in the next day, probably not more than that, a day or two, a bit of emotional detox, because they're, yeah, you're out with 6 kids of your own. I get that, and now you model what to do for your family, your kids, and holding on to those kinds of hurts and like that kind of stuff. It gets passed on. It comes out in ways that you never know and never expect. So yeah, I'm glad that we can do this and heal your relationship, even just internally with your mother, with your sister, the rest of your family. That's whether or not they ever come for family dinner is a whole nother ballgame. But as long as you are comfortable with the way you are, yeah, got lots of love, understanding to give, absolutely. And that's part of the experiences that we have. They shape us, and either we repeat past or we learn from it. And it sounds like you've learned from it, and you're not going to repeat those mistakes, which is wonderful. But like I was saying, you may feel like an emotional detox because like we had some hurt, we had some anger, we had some of those emotions that we were addressing. You may feel those like coming out, and that's just going to be you purging those emotions. So don't be too surprised if those do come out. It's just your body eliminating them. because they've been deep down there for quite a while. So you are so very welcome. If you'd like to, explore more and do some more work with me, please come visit healfromyourpast.com. Thank you so much. You're a wonderful, wonderful volunteer. And now I really want to end the show because I know my battery's got like 2% left. So thank you all for sticking with me to the end. I'll see you again next week. Same time.